everybody. It's Friday. Woohoo! Fun. So we had a great webinar yesterday, and I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel, Financial Ninjas. So it's YouTube Financial Ninjas, Faith Jones. If you search for it, I'm going to post it up there, okay? But it was really interesting. We had a great interview with Caleb, and he's from a company called Better Wealth. He's super young. He's probably like just in his, I don't know, he probably just in his 20s, I'm guessing. He looks even younger. He looks like a teenager, but really smart guy. And he's someone who has started to do some of the stuff that I've been doing. But that's his whole thing instead of, for me, more of a hobby. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, hey, Relish, hey, Cassandra, hey, Oscar. So I want to talk to you a little bit about some of what we talked about on the call, on the webinar yesterday. And one of the philosophies that we have here is to figure out your win with money, right? So Financial Ninjas, it's about figuring out what's the win with money. And that is saying, what amount of money would you need to be able to live off of the interest passively and never have to work again? It's a very powerful question because most people never think about it. Most people will go their whole lives thinking they just have to work every day and slave away either a salary or a business or whatever it is. And they never think about setting themselves up. And I don't just mean for retirement, right? You could do this much, much earlier than retirement. There's an entire movement called the FIRE movement, which is basically financial independence, freedom, retiring early. And that's their whole thing. Like, how do we get out of the rat race? How do we stop doing something that we don't necessarily want to do so we can devote our time to doing what we love, what we're passionate about? And what you love and your mission or whatever that is, it may not be something that makes money, or it may be something that makes money. And that's great, right? But either way, it's getting yourself to a position where you don't have to worry about money. You don't have to be stressed if something happens, if you need to take a few months off, if you have health issues. You'll just know that you have money coming in to take care of you and your family each month through your investments. So that's really what we focus on in Financial Ninjas, is what are some of the top investments that you can do? What are things you can do that will earn much higher interest rates than what people are typically talking about in the stock market and other things, and things that are hopefully safer than that too. So that's the kind of stuff that I like to research, and I like to bring on experts who can talk about these strategies. Hey, brother gang. And talk about these strategies for financial independence. How do you get to that place faster? So that's what we talk about in Financial Ninjas. It's a free group. Hey, Lisa, we missed you on the call yesterday. I'm going to post it on YouTube. And so one of the cool things that Caleb has on his website is an assessment calculator. And if you go to his website, which is betterwealth.com, there's a button you can click. It says assessment, and it opens up this assessment calculator that you can do for yourself. Happy Friday, yes. Which is great. So it's more sophisticated than like what I taught people to do, but you can factor in all more variables, including inflation and stuff like that, to figure out what your number is. Basically, it's helping you figure out if you put aside a certain amount each year, and that is earning a certain interest rate, how many years or what age, and how much would you have to put out. You can play with all those little numbers and variables to figure out when you can be done, right, with money. Lisa says, I love that tool on his website. Good. I'm so glad you went and checked it out and used it, right? It's really cool. Apologize if you can hear the lawnmowers outside, but the gardeners are out there. Beautiful spring day, so they're cutting the grass. So that is a really cool tool to have in your thing. It's free. Just go on there, play with it, start fiddling around with it. What it does is it shows you these two lines, basically, right? It shows you the line saying like a green line and a red line, right? And if you know you're going to have, basically the goal is to have enough money, making money for you so that you can live as long as you're going to live, right? Like, so that there's no drop off rate where it's like, well, after this point, you won't have any more money, you'll run out. That's the goal, right? That's, so if you get that balanced correctly, then you know you're going to be in a good position till you're 100 or 120 or, you know, who cares, right? We can live much longer now than we used to, and a lot of people aren't prepared for that. And most definitely our social security systems, our economic systems are not prepared for that. So that's something we each really have to take responsibility for ourselves. So go to that website, check out that tool. We actually go through on the video, I go through a demonstration. We show you how to fill it out and how to change the variables and, you know, how to do that in that. So go watch the video on my YouTube channel, Financial Ninjas. I haven't posted it yet, but I'm going to try to post that today or tomorrow, okay? Hey, friend. And yeah, so awesome. I hope that will be useful for you all, and I will look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. All right, I'm going to put that up publicly. Normally the videos, a lot of the links to the videos are only available if you're actually in the Financial Ninjas Facebook group, but some of these videos I post publicly on that channel. So that channel has some, but not all of the videos from our group. So if you want to join, then if you're on Facebook, which I know a lot of people are not right now, so I may get a new avenue for that, but we have a Facebook group called Financial Ninjas that you can join, and then you'll be able to get access to a lot of the other videos and recordings that are not there on the public thing. Lisa says, thank you, Faith. It's so good to see you, Lisa. I'm so glad you're here. Hope everything is going well for you. All right, that's it for today, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.